Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In case you're new and you've never watched one of my videos before, down in the description, I'm going to link the song from 1983 by the band The Police. They're known for the song Roxanne, a few other ones. They sung a song called Murder by Numbers. It came out in 1983. It's about how killing by the numbers, it's as simple as ABC 123. Talks about putting poison in people's coffee. Very interesting song. Came out in 1983. We'll talk about why 83 is significant in just a moment. But what I'm about to show you is what murder by numbers really is and how it's put before our eyes every single day in the mainstream media that there is reporting on a celebrity death. Anytime there's a big story about a celebrity death, it is by the numbers. And I'm going to show you just what that means in this video. Oftentimes, these celebrity deaths by the numbers are tributes to other big events to come, oftentimes sports championships. And what you'll understand by the end of this video, or actually in just a few minutes, is how the death of Florence Henderson, who played Carol Brady on the Brady Bunch, how her death has a lot to do with the New England Patriots and possibly the New England Patriots being in the upcoming Super Bowl. Either way, the Patriots are going to factor into the Super Bowl riddle. I'd be surprised if they got knocked out before the AFC Championship. Her death, absolutely connected to the New England Patriots, Tom Brady, the upcoming Super Bowl. I'm going to show you how right here. So again, gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. This is the language you need to know if you want to see the riddles coded before your eyes daily in the mainstream media. And this language extends beyond celebrity deaths, but if you just want to focus on something to start, this is a good one. Also, in case you're new here, earlier this year after Vanity died, just before the 58th Grammys, I put out a video on why Prince better look out. We might be reading about his death next. That happened. And he died by the numbers that I talked about specifically in the video that I made February, before his April 21st death. Also in 2014, I talked about why we'll probably see Muhammad Ali passing at age 74. He died after Game 1 of the NBA Finals this year. He became boxing champion of the world in 1964. That was the year the Cleveland City had last won a pro sports championship. Muhammad Ali died after Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers went on to win the NBA Finals by the numbers. LeBron James, King James, winning it on the real King James's birthday. The King James that has a Bible named after him. So anyway, Florence Henderson, dead at 82 from heart failure. She's dead at age 82 days before her 83rd birthday, or a span of 83 days. Football equals 83. Tom Brady's born on August 3rd, 8/3. Again, New England Patriots in gematria sums to 82, like her age of death. Also like their current standings, 8 wins, 2 losses at the time of death. The date she died on, November 24th, yesterday, Thanksgiving Day, that's the day that leaves 37 days left in the year, like the word Patriots, Patriots 37. She passed on a date with a life lesson number of 44, that's the kill number. This year, the Super Bowl will fall on a date with 44 numerology. From her death to the upcoming Super Bowl is 74 days. From the first Sunday of this NFL season, September 11th, to the Super Bowl is 74 days as well. September 11th, first Sunday of the NFL season, to her death, yesterday, November 24th, 74 days. From her death to the upcoming Super Bowl, a span of 74 days, meaning she died at the midway point of the football season. The final episode of the Brady Bunch, it also was on March 8th, 74. In the year 74, we'll talk more about that date, March 8th, in a moment. So I think we're covered so far. Are you following? The headline codes to heart failure. She died surprisingly from heart failure. She died at 82, very relevant to the New England Patriots. Died on a date of the year, leaving 37 days remaining, relevant to Patriots. She died on a date with 44 numerology. That's the kill number. So many people throughout history have been murdered by this number. Again, we're talking about the song Death or Murder by Numbers. Talked about 74. Let me tell you something else about 74. Masonic equals 74. Occult 74. Killing 74. It's a number having to do with sacrifice throughout history. Jesus equals 74. Cross 74. Messiah 74. Gospel 74. Muhammad equals 74. You know, Muhammad Ali, dead at 74. That wasn't a hard one to see coming based on what's going on in this world with murder by the numbers. And again, in case you're new here, I've been exposing this for going on 3 years. To me, this is just a depressing topic now, you know. Doesn't make me happy to continue to report this. I've been trying to expose it for all this time, hoping the information would go viral and we could put an end to it, which is still the goal. And at the end, got to remind you where you can support the campaign to build the website, the application, the network of truth seekers to put an end to the madness, to the lies, to the whatever you want to call this, horrible sickness. Her character name, which is emphasized also down here, they emphasize here's the story of a lovely lady, the theme song. Also, they emphasize her name, Carol Brady. Show you what's up here with Carol Brady. Carol Brady has the same gematria as New England. Do you see that? Carol Brady in New England, 99 and 45. Perfect. Brady Bunch, 98, just like Tom Brady. They call the Patriots the Brady Bunch because Tom Brady is the quarterback. It's the nickname. If you put the in the front, the Brady Bunch, it sums to 131, like Super Bowl, like championship, like 57. World Series sums to 57. They often code 57 and 131. Last November, ESPN put out a story, and they had it up on their website all year. It was a minute 31 long, 57 kids from Indiana named after Peyton Manning. That was last year. And I was saying, from October of last year, the Super Bowl was set up for the Broncos. Last year, it was easier for me to read the script based on the evidence I saw. This year, a little more tricky. So anyhow, here's the Brady Bunch. Started September 26, 1969. 9 plus 26 is 35. This woman just died on a date with 35 numerology as well, which we'll get to. Tom Brady equals 35. I must have 10 videos on the Deflategate saga hoax WWE narrative that it was by the numbers. Almost everything for multiple years' time about Deflategate was coded with 35, the number for Tom Brady. Tom Brady also has 35 birth numerology, being born August 3rd, 1977. I should mention that this woman's death came 77 days from the first game played this season, which was September 8th, 9/8, kind of like 98, like Brady Bunch, like Tom Brady. Tom Brady, born in 77, from that first game on Thursday to her death was 77 days. So anyway, 74, that special number, the year it ended, March 8th can be written 8/3, football equals 83. Tom Brady, born on August 3rd. The word death also sums to 38. This date can be written 3/8. Seems that this final episode, foreshadowed this day to come. And again, part of what I am saying is we are living out something that's been scripted and planned for a long time. We're living out an agenda by the numbers. When you really think about all of these puzzle pieces, if this really is how it is, that once upon a time they ended the Brady Bunch. They knew that 3 years later a boy would be born. They would make him the golden anointed one for his future NFL stardom on the Patriots in the wake of September 11th and false patriotism and the Patriot Act. This is really how it is. This is what I'm saying. These people have a planned agenda. It's mapped out by the numbers. Along the way, they're choosing people from within their network to fulfill roles. Tom Brady's entire career has been by the numbers. Scripted joke. Very transparent. I don't know how more people don't see it. When you really think about it, this shows just how deep the plan is that we're living out. Just like the September 11th example, 1968. The year 911 was made the national emergency dialing code. The year World Trade Center construction began in New York. The year George W. Bush graduated from Yale and Skull and Bones. 33 years before 2001, false flag equals 33. Masonry 33. Secrecy 33. Order 33. The date of that last episode, March 8th, 74, also a date with 85 numerology. National Football League equals 85. And Jerry Maguire, the main football player, wears 85 through the whole movie. His name's Tidwell. Tidwell equals 85. No coincidence. Same gang runs our movies, runs our news, runs our government, runs our sports leagues. It's the Freemasons, it's the Zionists, it's the Jesuits. This is how they speak to each other in code. Something I noticed about her name right away in light of this Patriots riddle. Do you see the gematria of 226? Earlier this year, I documented this. I said why the Patriots would defeat the Texans despite being underdogs, just like why I said the Patriots would beat the Cardinals to start the season despite being underdogs. It was all in the script. Bill Belichick won his 226th game this year against the Houston Texans. Houston's hosting the Super Bowl. Remember, Houston Texans equals 51. They're hosting Super Bowl 51. Anyway, Bill Belichick got his 226th win against the Texans, who were in their 226th game as a franchise, because they're a newer franchise, hosting the Super Bowl this year. And also in that game, it's where Jacoby Brissett was starting. He was the first Patriots rookie to start since 93, that game. Part of the reason they were underdogs. When you write out 226, it sums to 93. Special number. I've documented a few other times this year where it came up with the Patriots 226 and 93. Those are Saturn ritual numbers. Saturn, the keeper of time to the occult. Interesting how they're coded into her name in light of this Patriots season and what we've seen with those numbers. Her name, Florence Henderson, also has gematria of 99, just like Carol Brady. Jim Carrey's one of those actors who a lot of his character names match his real name gematria. Florence Henderson, Carol Brady, 99, just like New England. We just saw, remember I said why I thought the Seahawks would beat the Patriots? We just saw Pete Carroll get his 99th career win at New England, his first time being there since 99. When he coached there before Bill Belichick. You know, it's all scripted by these numbers. So her birthday, Valentine's Day, that's the 45th day of the year. 45th day of the year. Again, New England 45, Carol Brady 45. This just came after the election of the 45th president as well. You know, sports synced up with the election. Remember back in March, Donald Trump was saying he was going to out the secrets the Ricketts family were keeping? I said back then he probably knows that it's all rigged for the Cubs to win the World Series. You know, in spring training, I put out the video on why the Cubs would win it this year. Breaking the curse. Now, did you see that he's appointing a Ricketts to his cabinet? Oh, we live in a joke. Anyway, Brady equals 50 like America like Donald, you know? Berlin Wall equals 45. Donald Trump announced as the 45th president on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Donald in Jewish gematria equals 119, 119, announced as the president on November 9th, 11-9. That commercial from 2010, Serta Mattresses, where he's talking to sheep wearing the same suit he wore on election night, same tie, saying born for the job, talking to sheep. In the background, there's a sheep with a number 11 and a number 9. No other sheep with the numbers on them in the background, just 11-9. 6 years later, announces the president on that day in the commercial talking to sheep about being born for the job. She died in Los Angeles, California. It's where her reported death is. Los Angeles, California, Thanksgiving Day. Los Angeles, California equals 197. That's the 45th prime. 45. Carol Brady, 45. New England, 45. Again, the 45th election. Also, Los Angeles just brought back their NFL team this year. First time in 22 years. 22 chapters in Revelation. Remember, Revelation, the book of prophecy and destruction that a lot of things from the NFL are synced up with. The first Super Bowl was in the year 66, end of the 66 season. Revelation, the 66th book of the Bible. NFL in Jewish gematria equals 66. 22 chapters in Revelation. Revelation, the warnings are the trumpets. It's the trumpets ticket. Holy Bible in gematria sums to 45. In the movie Oblivion in gematria sums to 44. It hints that the last Super Bowl will be played in 2017. That movie came out years ago. Now the Super Bowl in 2017 is on a date with 44 numerology, the kill number. You know, this woman just died on a date with 44 numerology. Super Bowl on a date with 44 numerology. You know, Houston, do we have a problem? That line also from the movies. The movie about the NASA organization, which is run by Freemasonry. You know, they don't even deny it, NASA. Everyone who's been to space has been a Freemason. NASA established in 58. Freemasonry equals 58. Secret Society 58. The date this woman was born, Valentine's Day. She was born February 14th, 1934. Date with a life lesson number of 33. Date with 24 numerology. She died on the 24th day of November. Date with 50 numerology, like Brady, like America. Date with 16 numerology, dead in 2016. She died on the date with the life lesson number of 44. If you guys didn't know, 71 was big on Thanksgiving football. The Giants, or not the Giants, the Cowboys became 7-1 against the Redskins, winning. Jason Witten, when he caught his 71st pass, they blurted out that it was a record for Thanksgiving Day, number 71. They were blurting it out before he was even tackled to the ground, showing the stat was ready to go. The Cowboys had 17 at halftime. Remember, the Cowboys also played the Redskins, like the Indians, like the Native Americans. And remember, 71 was coded all over the Indians in the World Series, too. Remember, the Redskins missed the field goal to win the game, 27-27 during the World Series. Sum of 54 points, baseball 54. The Redskins were playing the team from Ohio, like the Cleveland Indians. Sorry if you watch my videos and you don't follow all the sports and you don't know exactly what I'm referencing, but people who do follow the sports know exactly what I'm saying. It was also a date with 51 numerology that she passed, Super Bowl 51. It's also a date with 35 numerology, Tom Brady 35. His birthday, 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1's 12, plus 9's 21, plus 7's 28, plus 7's 35. Tom Brady equals 35, birth numerology at 35, number coded all over the Deflategate saga that went on for years. From his birthday to her date of death is 113 days. Important number to Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Mainstream equals 113. Dishonest 113. Special number. Interesting how that lines up. Again, Tom Brady was born August 3rd. Election equals 83. Leap year 83. Think about how presidential elections are in 83. Or presidential elections are in leap years. The Donald equals 83. Football 83. From her last birthday to her date of death was 40 weeks and 4 days, kind of like 4 and 4, 44. If you do the full span, it's 9 months and 11 days, 911. Remember how 911 connects back to 33? 911 is the 156th prime number. When you write out 33, it sums to 156. To her upcoming birthday, again, 82 days, dead at 82. New England Patriots 82. They're 8-2 on the season right now. The news comes from someone named Kayla Pressman. I mean, what a ridiculous name, right? Kayla Pressman. The press. That name Pressman has gematria of 33 and 51. Kayla Pressman, 47. Special number to Freemasonry. Foundation number. The Brady Bunch in Pythagorean gematria also sums to 59, like kill in Jewish gematria. Numbers we often find around killing, 59, 44. Dead on the date with the life lesson number of 44. She was born in 34. Murder equals 34, just like Indiana, where she was born. Now, if the Colts do come back and beat the Patriots, which was my original prediction, that the Colts are going to make it to the Super Bowl and beat the Patriots along the way, remember this as well. You know, just because somebody dies, it doesn't mean that that team's going to go to the championship. Sometimes it's indicative of Sometimes it also suggests that they're the team to not quite make it. You know, Prince died after attending the Warriors game. The Thunder had all those deaths related to their team this year. They lost in the Western Conference Finals. The Warriors lost in the championship. But then again, the Cavs had a lot of deaths connected to their team, and they won the championship. That's why for the work I'm doing, exposing how these riddles are laid out and what's going on, I can't always accurately predict what the outcome's going to be. I have to take the evidence and make the most researched assumption I can, essentially. She married into a Jewish family. Of course, Jewish Zionists run the media, run our government, run money, run the show. And this gematria practice, it's mostly a Jewish practice. It's Jewish Zionists taking this knowledge. They're Kabbalists. They're madmen. Killing people by the numbers. Scripting things by the numbers. Making us live out an agenda by the numbers. Just pay attention to these tweet times like this, 1013, 113. Is she even really dead? She was just so healthy. You know what I mean? Is Florence Henderson on her way to Celebrity Island? If you missed my video on Natalie Cole earlier this year, just go right to my videos. Click the Zachary K. Hubbard, then click the videos tab, then just search Natalie Cole. Boom, it'll be right there. Talking about similar things. In case you were watching football this Sunday, Andrew Luck sat out. They said he had a concussion, which didn't make any sense because he finished the game. He did everything after the game. He did everything normal all week, and then all of a sudden he had a concussion. Well, it's because it's all part of a scripted joke. Look at this. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving in Indianapolis have gematria of 60. The Colts were playing at home. Concussion also sums to 60. Sitting out with a concussion on Thanksgiving at Indianapolis, that doesn't make any sense because it's scripted by the numbers. The reason they put the backup in there is because it was 81 days after his birthday, and Pittsburgh Steelers equals 81. Earlier this year, I said why the Cowboys should beat the Steelers, becoming 8-1 against them. That happened. So I wouldn't rule out the Colts yet. They still play in the weak division. Next week, their game's a tribute to Super Bowl III and Joe Namath. Colts-Jets. That's their next game. If the Colts win, they'll be 6-6. When you write out 33, it sums to 66. Joe Namath equals 33. Pretty sure that game's on Monday Night Football. Then who do they play after that? Pretty sure they play the Texans. I bet you by the time they play the Texans, the Colts are tied for first place in their division. All they have to do is slip into the playoffs and then upset special. And the narrative's all there. Their defense is awful. Their defense has been injured. They haven't gelled. They're not healthy. They have players that can still come back. If Andrew Luck comes back and plays really well and the defense gets healthy and gels by the end of the season, we've seen this narrative before. Team gets hot at the end, starts rolling through teams. This is how the Packers won it, when they last won the Super Bowl. They didn't look like that great of a team. They got together. They got hot. We just saw the Colts beat the Packers on their home field, All the people who come and troll my channel and say, oh, you got something wrong, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you guys, you must all suffer from cognitive dissonance and just want to reject truth. Look at how many things I've gotten right. Look at all the people that trolled at me when the Cavs were down 3-1 after I said they were going to win the NBA Finals. They came back and won. Look at all the people that trolled me when the Cubs were down 3-1 and the Cubs came back to win, People get trapped. They got short memories. But anyway, the more important point is let's end this sickness. Murdering people by the numbers, or either that, having them fake their deaths by the numbers. All of this stuff just creates sadness in people. All the people that watch the Brady Bunch, remember this woman, like this character. Now they just feel sad because, someone that in a way they kind of feel like they knew died. That's why they do this to us. They know how important celebrities are to people. They know how reporting death impacts people psychologically. Most people have an inherent fear of death. So the whole thing's just sick. The point of my work is not even to predict things correctly. The point is to show people how it's scripted, the rituals, the madness that needs to be put out of commission, why the media needs to be taken away from these people. I mean, think about how psychotic this is. Media coding riddles into people's death. What's really going on? All my critics, what they should be doing is helping find the answers, All right, until next time, truth seekers.